What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the newest episode of the Replacements franchise, which is now, should we transition it just to the Bison? It still technically is the Replacements. We have more than enough players that still resemble that roster. Percy Harvin, Terod Beckham, we got Randall Cunningham II, DGB, Tim Tebow. So, it is still technically the Replacements, now known as the Bison. We are going to, today, finish out the offseason and at least get we're probably going to play one game. We'll play the third preseason game to get a little idea of what this team is going to bring to the table for this upcoming season. But for a quick reminder for those of you that missed the draft, a very quick draft recap. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up because it's easy to explain as we go through. But an outstanding draft. We got Khalil Tate here out of Arizona. At one point was a Heisman contender 2 years ago. Really good dual threat. We got Brian London, outside linebacker, Texas State. We got Melky Stovall, one of the fastest players in college football from Cal, brings 91 speed, 92 acceleration. We got Jeff Thomas, again, adding more speed from the U, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. We got Ricky Walker at defensive end from Kansas State. He's a 71. We got James Lynch, defensive tackle from Baylor. He is a 72 with a quick dev trait. We got Leon Eckenberg from Notre Dame, 72 left tackle. He will be our top swing tackle. We have Marcel Spears, outside linebacker from Iowa State. Foster Sorrell, tackle from Stanford. He is a 75 quick, and we got that in the 4th round. We got Bryce Hall, very good corner from Virginia. You got a 73 normal. He'll probably get some starting snaps, an opportunity to start at least. We got the big-bodied wide receiver from Texas, the Longhorn Colin Johnson. He is a 71 quick. We got Isaiah Simmons, the safety linebacker hybrid. I don't necessarily know where I'm going to put him at yet, but for right now, we will keep him at strong safety. He is a 73 quick. Probably will also act as our sub down, aka money backer. Colby Parkinson from Stanford, aka tight end U. He is a 76 quick dev, even though he already has a confidence hit. Probably not as static to be going from the West Coast to, well, there's lots of tornadoes, I guess, in Oklahoma. We have Darrell Williams, the guard from Mississippi State. He is a 73 normal. We got Calvin Throckmorton, who was a tackle, but we're going to slide him into guard. He is a 71 normal dev guard. Marlon Davidson at D tackle from Auburn. He is a 77 quick. That was an outstanding pick, one of the steals of the draft. At pick 3 in the 2nd round, we got Chase Lucas, 75 star dev corner from Arizona State, regarded as probably a top 5 corner in that 2020 draft class. We got Trey Adams here at left tackle, 75 quick, has battled with a lot of injuries throughout his college career, but has got numerous first-round grades. So now that he comes out as a senior, he's probably going to be our franchise tackle. We got Jonathan Taylor, who is the best running back in college football, 79 superstar at pick 30. He was, I guess, our first pick, now being members of the NFLPA. Here's what happened here. Rondale Moore and Trevor Lawrence both are sophomores. They should not be eligible for the NFL draft, but at this point, up to, I think it was actually pick 16 or 17, the contract, the ink was not dry on our contract with the NFLPA, so we could go through ulterior means. The NFL thought we were gonna have to forfeit these 2 picks as some form of sick punishment to carry over from the Washington Redskins to the Bison, and rather than taking that on the chin along with free agency, now we're gonna have to go pick up some scraps, which is what we're gonna do after this. These guys, Rondale Moore, Trevor Lawrence, both share Drew Rosenhaus as their agent, a super agent, if you will. And we said, hey, get them to a point where they can finish up this summer their school, get the amount of credits that they need to be and be able to play in the NFL. We'll give them outrageous money. They're not going to have to go on the rookie pay scale. So by those numbers, you see that right there, because they weren't necessarily acquired through proper means to the NFL draft, they can get that old school pay scale. So there's a chance that when the full contract tails come in, Trevor Lawrence is getting $100 million plus, like the old school contracts used to see for Sam Bradford and Jamarcus Russell. Same for Rondale Moore, who reportedly wants to get paid roughly the same as what Calvin Johnson got paid as a rookie for the Detroit Lions. So big news, but we got a franchise quarterback. Rondale Moore is a 77 star dev wide receiver, 94 speed, 95 acceleration. He is an elite, electrifying athlete, and he is 20. Same goes for Trevor Lawrence. A lot of people regard him as the greatest college quarterback prospect ever. 83 superstar. He is 20, comes with 95 throw power, 92 medium accuracy, 89 short. He is got a ball out of control. And while our roster still at its core before free agency, not that great, 64 overall, 69 offense, 63 defense, we'll probably be able to get some nice little depth moves, some role players through free agency to mix in with our very good draft class and the leftovers from the replacements. So with the draft recap done, let's get into free agency and try to fill out Kyle Shanahan's Bison roster. So here we are, 0-2 in the preseason. Not much going on. We're relatively healthy. We're here at week 3 hosting the Tennessee Titans, the game that, a lot of people like to consider the final kind of work out the kinks before the regular season. Most starters play the entirety of the first half in this week 3 preseason game. So that is the game we are going to preview. But before that, we still have 10 spots up for grabs. 9 if you're, fringe 10. To look at for free agency. So here is what we are going to do. We don't even have really like a legit punter on the team. So I'm actually going to look at Quigley here. He's able to come in. He has 93 kick power, 84 accuracy. So he's the best of the bunch. So we're going to sign him to a 1-year deal. Then we currently need a second free safety. And now while Calvin Pryor's interesting, Eric Weddle would bring a veteran presence. For those of you that watch Pink Slips, you knew that this is going to be a very easy decision. Troy Apke from Penn State, 94 speed, 95 acceleration. White Lightning, better known as, we're going to bring him in on just a 1-year deal. We need some help at linebacker. So while, there's some veteran presence here that might not be necessarily a scheme fit, we're going to look for some athletes, guys that can get sideline to sideline. So we're going to start that with Jalen Reeves-Maven, the Tennessee product. Pretty decent cover linebacker. And then we're just going to round out in the middle. I like Scooby Wright. He was a legend at Arizona, one of the best linebackers that I really recall playing college football. And I do like Tyler Matakevich from Temple. We're going to figure out which one of these guys is going to be best suited to move to outside linebacker. But for the time being, let them battle it out. I definitely also want to look at bringing in a defensive end. I've already kind of scambled here. Let's, look through finding what guys would be the best fit for our roster. I think given an opportunity here to Alex McAllister, former Florida Gator, 6'6", bringing that 87 acceleration. I'd like to give him an opportunity to come off the edge and see if he could become a part of our rotation. Now, for the less exciting moves, we need to build up some depth in the interior of our offensive line. So we're going to first start up here with guard Jordan Rouge from Purdue, coming in with 94 strength, a big power type player, which I like for our team. At center, we got some Florida Gator bias here. Yeah, sure, whatever. John Halapo. And the more Gators we can employ, the better. Maybe I'll help with a pipeline to get exclusive access to some of these guys. Maybe earlier, get an early look at them. For left guard, no, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. That's under the table. Left guard, we got B.J. Fitty, who's a solid guy from the Pittsburgh Steelers formerly. We'll bring him up, help beef up the offensive line. And then we have one spot open to look at bringing in a running back, and we're going to get... We thought about Corey Grant, 96 speed. He's a burner, but I really do think this is an opportunity to make it maybe a marketing ploy to bring in a big name that can help sell some jerseys. So with that, we are going to be looking at bringing in LaShawn McCoy. Shady. He is up there at age 32. He's been in the league 11 years. His speed's not what it used to be. His agility is not what it used to be, but he still is a big-time impact playmaker that I definitely think can help with the development of young running back Jonathan Taylor. I think they will have a healthy rotation. So welcome number 25, LaShawn McCoy, to the Bison. That being said, finally, let's get into some gameplay as we take on the 2-0 Tennessee Titans here in the preseason. All right, open to drive on defense. The Titans have moved the ball fairly well, but now they are faced with a 3rd and 7 on their own 45. We really haven't been able to get any pressure. I mean, the Titans do have a really good offensive line. And there's old man Delaney Walker somehow wide open across the middle, pulling a little bit of a Jason Witten there as the drive continues for the Titans. All right, we got Trevor Lawrence here coming out on his first NFL drive ever. Recorded, anyways. We're just act like it's first drive. 3 games in, we rested him. He had to complete his classes. He had to get eligibility. So here we go. Oh my God, he's wide open on the first play. I don't know who is that. Rondale Moore, number 11. Oh, he gets clipped from behind. Trevor Lawrence's first pass in the NFL, preseason or not, goes 45 yards to Percy Harvin, the veteran presence. We have to chew the clock on because we don't want anyone getting hurt here in the preseason. But what an outstanding first play here from Trevor Lawrence as the Bison are moving. Let's drop back here. Got good pocket protection. We're going to step up. Trevor Lawrence, good athlete, trucks over the linebacker Rashaan Evans for a gain of 11. Moving us up to the 21. Let's keep the playbook simple. Like I said, he's young and doesn't have a whole lot of play time in college. It didn't avoid teams from drafting, Dwayne Haskins this upcoming year. Plenty of one-year wonders have got drafted, but the slants are working, and he throws the bomb. The connection to Percy Harvin. Oh, that is just not enough penetration. Talk about softcore. You know what I'm saying? That's softcore defense right now. There's no penetration by my defensive line. Mariota had all goddamn day to throw it back there. Luckily enough for us, it's the preseason. We can work out these kinks. That is just not good enough. All right, we are in the red zone here. Just nickel and diming down the defense. No big explosive plays, but there's going to be one right here. Oh, he's wide open. Hit the tight end. Parkinson gets tackled in the end. Gets jacked up by Harold Landry, but still secures the touchdown as Trevor Lawrence is every bit as advertised the GOAT already. Oh, big time sack. James Lynch, the rookie from Baylor, gets home on Marcus Mariota, setting up a 3rd and 18, trying to get Trevor Lawrence the ball one more time before the end of the first half. Let's go. Nice little coverage there. I think that's by Bryce Hall. No, White Lightning. Troy Apke will burn a timeout, home to a field goal attempt, and hopefully with a minute and 15 or so, can put more points on the board. Maybe another tutty. Offense now faced with a little adversity here. 3rd and 10 on the opening drive of the second half. Our offensive line is, I think they're getting fatigued just a little bit as they are not. Oh, there we go, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he gets murdered, but he's still making plays. I feel like our offensive line is getting very fatigued because I felt like for the first quarter when we saw those big plays from Trevor Lawrence, our offensive line was holding up. And now it seems like there's always at some point, be it the interior or the exterior, a free man running. So someone is starting to slow down. So, we're trying to maybe slow the pace here a little bit. That's why we're chewing the clock, giving them the full amount of time to rest up just a little bit. As Jonathan Taylor is proving himself to not just be a between-the-tackles runner like a lot of people think if you watch a Wisconsin game, but he has had 2 big catches back-to-back. Timmy Teebs is in at number 15 there. Let's go. Let's see if we can get Tebow involved. Oh, that's a bad pass. Almost picked off by the linebacker there. Trevor Lawrence. He's a rookie. He's like an extra rookie. He's like an all-time rookie of all rookies. So, there might be a mistake here and there. 3rd and 4 on the 40. We're almost in De La Haye, a.k.a. destroying field goal range. But we're going to sling that rock. The number 14, big-bodied Colin Johnson moves the chains. We are in the red zone. A scoring opportunity for the Bison here. What are we going to find? Who do we want to get? I really do want to get a old school, an OG replacement on the board. So we'll see if we can get this into Tebow. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is a man of Christ. He could. Rockets it in there. Wide open, man. Terrible coverage. Maybe there's some depth guys in there for the Tennessee Titans, but that was terrible coverage for Tim Tebow still to be wide open there. But the Bison extend their lead here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, no. Come on. Come on! Oh, we just got worked. David Montgomery from Iowa State. A lot of you guys right now are probably hearing about him for this upcoming draft as one of the best running backs. He is, I guess, the big dog there in Tennessee because Derrick Henry hit free agency last year. Oh, wow. Good runner, man. Hell of a runner. 3rd and 10 here. Now we're only up by a field goal. The backups are in. We got Khalil Tate. See what he can do from Arizona, the Wildcat. Tim Tebow wide open across the middle. Drops it. Did not want to. Maybe that was a business decision. It is the preseason. Don't want to get absolutely blasted. So we are going to bring on Destroying for the field goal attempt. He's a man that only missed 1 kick last season. Kicker of the year. It is up, and it is good. 6-point Bison lead. Oh, no. How's he wide open? Why do we have no speed? Nice recovery there by Cody Pruitt. Replacement original, but Jesus Christ. Not a lot of speed. I think that's Jonnu Smith, the backup tight end. Oh, if he's getting away from our defense, I don't know what that means for everyone. This is the backup, so, our backups are in. We're getting a lot of the OG replacements that are still left on the roster. But we're definitely not going to want to choke this lead because a touchdown will give the Tennessee Titans a 1-point lead. And they still got some studs. You're seeing the difference in depth. The fact that Kenyon Drake would probably be our starting running back. He is the depth there. You would probably like to say that the line of scrimmage battle is going to be dominated by the Tennessee Titans. So we just need to try to do our best. But bend, but don't break. They got Jake Bentley in there. South Carolina quarterback, if you're watching college football. Some upside there for sure. So, he could spark a drive here and finish it off. 3rd and 5 on the 6. We want to continue to get some pressure here. Come on. Oh, tight end is wide open. Jeff Herman. That is going to be a 1-point Tennessee Titan lead. Extra point pending with 4:38 left for Khalil Tate to do something special. Okay, Khalil Tate. Okay. 16 yards. Nice little juke move. Oh, let's go. Oh, what a play. This is so scripted, but Marcel Spears catches the fumble off the James Lynch sack. And that will do it. What an epic way to get our first victory, preseason or not, for the Bison. What a play. There we go. That sealed it. That was game over. That was an epic, epic victory. Man, you know what? I love these jerseys. This color scheme is super dope. I'm actually kind of upset now. No, I'm not upset. I'm content with the decision. But I have a bigger franchise, a new franchise is coming up, and I kind of wish I actually saved the Bison for that opportunity because it might be a little bit longer. But either way, first big dub for OKC, 34-25 in the preseason against the Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence making his NFL debut in the preseason. 147 QBR. Let's just look at our stats here. 187 yards, 147 QBR, 3 tutties, no picks. We got on the running game. LaShawn McCoy got involved. Taylor, Khalil Tate showed his dual threat ability. Maybe get a position change in the coming weeks. Percy Harvin, 2 catches, 66 yards, a tutty. Parkinson got a tutty. We got a tutty for Tim Tebow. So big time utilization here for the tight ends in our offense. Defensively speaking, Scooby Wright, the newcomer, 6 tackles on the day, leading the team. We had a tackle for a loss from Purfoy and Matakevich. We had a sack from James Lynch. We had the pick from Marcel Spears that went 47 yards the other way and ultimately gave us the lead here. That is a lot of momentum to carry into the beginning of the regular season. So from this, guys, we're going to pop out. We are going to finish out the preseason, and we're going to set up next week's episode for week number 1 of the regular season. So as we were getting ready to finish the preseason, it came to light that DGB went off and got himself arrested yet again. What an idiot. I would have liked to keep as many of the OG replacements as possible, but unfortunately, we're just not going to waste a roster spot here with a guy that's going to be behind bars for the foreseeable future. So that kind of frees up a spot at wide receiver, and I think I might know the perfect replacement. We already got one Eagles legend. Let's bring back, reunite another Deshaun Jackson. Still brings the speed. 77 overall, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. One of the best deep threats. That 95 agility definitely will still help him out. So let's bring D-Jack in and round out our wide receiver core. As we come into week number 1, what a perfect season opener for me. That's actually a big rivalry. Oklahoma City in their first ever National Football League game take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that is going to be very, very interesting. We also had made some last roster cuts here, and we freed up a couple spots here because this is always when teams cut like their fringe roster players for going into that final week of the preseason. So there are some moves that I would like to make for our roster, and I'm going to show them to you now. So first up, we're going to look at bringing in Derek Rivers. Series 26, but I mean, he's an incredible athlete, former New England Patriot. I think he will come in and help us right away from the edge rushing standpoint. Next up, we also have Caleb Brantley at defensive end, former Florida Gator bias, but we're actually going to move him in the D tackle where I think his rating will take a little bit of a jump up, which would be very nice. Now, we're going to keep tabs on a couple D tackles here. We have Malik McDowell, former first-round pick from the Seattle Seahawks. He could be an interesting defensive tackle prospect if we need one. But like I said, I'm more so going to gamble with Caleb Brantley for the time being. And then when it comes into the secondary, we have 2 big-time players that I really like. Obviously, we have Jalen Myrick here as 95-95. He actually could be an interesting playmaker for us at 20. I never really thought of that. But for me, we're going to go Tease Tabor right away. Florida Gator, really want to help turn his career around. He was exceptional for the Gators. Things haven't worked out quite as well as things expected with the Detroit Lions. Do we still have 1 spot left? We might actually give it to Myrick if we do. We do. We still have that 1 spot. We have used Tarvaris Moore. Actually, you know what? Shout out to Pinkston. We brought in Troy Apke. We'll bring in Tarvaris Moore. If you guys watch the Pink Slip streams that should be coming back soon on Twitch, Tarvaris Moore and Troy Apke, 2 players we now have on the roster, were studs throughout, but we definitely will continue to keep tabs here on Jalen Myrick as he is a, obviously a playmaker. So that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. We have filled out our roster. We saw our free agency. We got a sneak peek of what Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to bring to the team. We got 2 Philadelphia Eagle legends adding that veteran presence to our team in LaShawn McCoy and Deshaun Jackson. We had an epic finish to our 3rd preseason game against the Tennessee Titans with Mr. Lynch here, Mr. James Lynch getting the sack fumble. And then we got Mr. Marcel Spears, the rookie out of Iowa State, 47-yard fumble return touchdown, pretty much a walk-off at that point. So, you know, it's turning around. It's turning around. We are 66 overall, 71 offense, 65 defense. It is going to be one hell of a year here in 2020. Can we come up with an improbable Super Bowl run? Anything is possible with Trevor Lawrence at the helm and Kyle Shanahan calling the play. So thank you guys for tuning in to the episode. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, special like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking the talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking